what we try to hold on, that is the biggest trap that we have as human beings. We cannot hold on to anything because we didn't bring them, nor will we take them. You look at all your possessions, whatever you collected in this life, all those tiny little things which you collected, and probably you enjoyed, probably you didn't enjoy. You collected them, but can you take them when you go?
No.
So you can't take anything. Now look at your relationships, your friendships, your relationships, and some of them have been terribly possessive relationships. You owned them, clung on to them, but can you carry them anywhere?
No.
When you die, that's all over. So we need to understand that there is a particular position or state where you have to become empty. You cannot keep them. You cannot own anything. You cannot keep anything. And this, if you understand, our whole alignment will change. See, the trauma which we spoke about, the various war situations, various situations which created much trauma to people. And you see, this is what happens when possessiveness increases and becomes madness. Because people are trying to own things. Simply put, people trying to own power, to secure power, to keep power, selfishly for themselves or for their community. They kill others for it. And when you deny the existence of others, you have big penalty to pay. Usually what happens, their clan also get destroyed the same way later. History repeats itself.
Repeats itself, yes.
Yeah. Yes. So when we walk the path of violence, there is no end to it. You can never say, okay, now it's over. It's never over. Violence leads to violence. Something else comes up. And their generations, the next generations, they pay the penalty. You see?
Because it's repeating itself.
It has to repeat itself because there's no conclusion here. You can't conclude it here. We may feel externally, oh, now it's over. Nothing is over. Nothing can be concluded. That is exactly why we should detest violence at all costs. Because it's madness. Why do you need to kill something or somebody? We should never harm, hurt, or kill any being. Unless for self-protection, like all these beings do that. For the sake of self-protection, they attack. You see in our domestic cats, they sometimes become very violent when they feel that their tranquility is affected. They don't have any problem, but our domestic dogs, they become fierce and aggressive when they feel that their existence is questioned. All of us have that thing. So when you feel that your existence is threatened, then you may behave in different ways. But that's exactly how the society behaves. But for the sake of selfishness, possessiveness, ownership,
power, yes,
we kill somebody or we destroy or destruct things. See, you can see how many beautiful artifacts and creations have been destroyed through invasions. India is a prime example. We had a rich heritage, very rich. We had great depth in astronomy, astrology, in Ayurveda, in the medical science. All these things we had.
Homeopathy as well. Right.
Homeopathy came later, but I'm saying that we had great understanding about nature, how to build houses without harming nature, Vastu. We had great understanding about flying machines, so many things. I mean, so many are gone, so we can't prove them. But all that we had. What I understood is that it took 3 months to burn the library of Nalanda University. Bakhtiyar Khilji came and he burned the library, which was the first ever university which existed in BC.
Wow, such a big treasure.
Such an evolved community was destroyed and kind of made helpless through invasions. What did you gain out of it? What did the society get? They lost and lost and lost. Degeneracy, levels and layers of degeneracy. And eventually what happens? When you try to revive, you don't get anything to revive. It takes a hell lot of effort to bring something out, to keep something back, bring something back. I remember one story my grandfather told me. This is a true story. When there was the division of India and Pakistan was happening in 1947, there was a big library which the British people created in Lahore, now in Pakistan. And the people came and they told the librarian, who was an old man, that we're going to burn this library. You know, take whatever you want and you go. So they allowed him to go. What he did was he wanted to carry some books because library is full of books. And those books were this old books, leaves. They write on leaves. And these books, he had no bag to carry. He was wearing a dhoti. Dhoti means the cloth, the long cloth. He opened the cloth, he put all the things available, and he packed it and he ran. Later, some of these things he published. I don't know which book it is because this my grandfather told me. I don't have any detail about it. But what surprised me is that he told me in one of those writings, this is thousands of years ago, they have written. It is written, when the world believes in dressing up, a man will surprise the world with his nakedness. And he will change the course of the history of this country.
Wow.
Mahatma Gandhi.
What?
Thousands of years before he was born, they have written it. That wisdom they had. Who is going to come? What's going to happen? Like we talk about Nostradamus, etc., who could foresee the future. Who could see the future. There were many like that. These were thesis works. We have Nadi astrology.
Yeah,
Thesis work.
Yes,
Thesis work.
Yeah.
This is written thousands of years ago, hundreds of years ago at least, by people who meditated on the planetary positions and stars, and they derived out of their meditation or their connection with the cosmos, what can happen, what possibly can happen, and they went still further, and what kind of people can happen, and still further, who can come, in which family they can come, etc.
Wow. All possibilities.
All
they were there,
possibilities. They defined and they wrote it down. Where do you get such things? And we systematically destroyed to the level where we are looking at each other as enemies. Religion has created more bloodshed than wars. Religions have killed more people.
Yes, because they separate people.
Yes.
In a way, and then, yeah.
No, because we don't see people, we see religions, right?
Yes, yeah.
Religious signs are what we see. You know, but we should not look at, we should look at humanity. What religion you want to follow is as per your orientation, that's okay. That's individualistic. But when you really have to look at life, you have to look at humanity. Humanity is the most important thing. That all got focused on education, which is for survival education, that kind of education. It's not character building education. Education is something, it is just to top you up. That should be the way education should happen. Like for example, a person who has skills in sport should be educated only in sport. And a person who has skill for, let's say, technology should be educated in technology. All the subjects and all the things need not be. Our education system today is giving them just survival tips. Get a degree, get a job, get married, have children, have a house, car, and then you educate your children, they get married, and you retire, and then you die. This is what is allowed in the society today, which is the mediocre, minimal. That was not the society in the past. Each person had completion, fulfillment. When will you feel fulfillment? When you feel that you have accomplished something, when you have delivered something, or what you wanted to do in life, you have done. See, it is time. See, today, why I'm saying this now is because it is time we reassessed, redefined ourselves. What we lost, we lost. We can't revive most of them because that's been work of thousands of years. We burned. That's why Bhaktiar Khilji, when he burned the Nalanda University Library, it took 90 days to burn it. So much of data was there. So many books were there. Who lost it? The future generations lost it. For the man who does it or the people who do it, for them it's fancy. Amazing, there is fire. But who lost it? Even in the case of Nikola Tesla, he said some of the things which he knows and he wants to give, the world is not eligible to receive it. or they are not matured enough to have it. You know, we need maturity. You know, we need a lot more maturity. We need to look at life as at large rather than see enmity or violence or disturbance or what kind divisions. You know, religions, all these things have become obsolete. It's not, it has to be now taught differently. Otherwise, there's no future. You see?